May I say just one thing?
Yeah, yes, Mother, one thing. Go ahead.
Thank you. Deborah, you are going to lose your husband, and you will never find someone as good. That's it. Oh, drive carefully.
I read the script. I was with Jim, and every time I flipped the page, I was like, oh boy, I better kick some ass for this guy, because this is too good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mother of 2 children, look at that.
I've never read any script in Hollywood the way that he can write. The way that he can pierce human truth and make it ooze for you is amazing. Mom, it's not even noon. Lily.
It's a magical film.
No, wait.
Oh. Generously, humbly funny.
Okay, think seriously about getting up. You don't have to get up yet, but are you thinking seriously about it?
I think John has naturally some things I struggle for. You know, after we live with, there are no great guys, there are no great, there are great guys. This one is.
No.
Yes, actual up.
He has clarity and ease, and that's strength, too. You know, he's not confused, he's not tormented, there's no Hamlet in him, except getting up each day and trying to get it done for your family is not the simplest thing in the world.
When it comes to the kids, John, we gotta stay on the same page, united, doing consistent parenting.
That's what Jim would say throughout the movie. Like, this guy's, he's funny. Even in a tough situation, he sees the comedy.
Chicka, chicka, chicka. Don't even know what to root for.
Adam plays a really gifted chef.
Thought of 1 star gets me nauseous.
He goes back to the heart of it for him and opens his own place.
But with 4, there's no place to go but, oh my God, you lost 1 of your stars.
And the review comes out in the biggest newspaper in the country.
3¼ stars. Yeah, that would be perfect. What do you mean you're good, but not good enough to feel bad that you're not great?
And he is proclaimed the best chef in the United States.
Hey, okay.
His wife, meanwhile, she's at a wildly insecure point of her life.
I helped run a commercial design company up until 4 months ago, and it was downsized to zip, and now I'm a full-time mom. Gulp. Double gulp.
And she starts to go off.
These are 2 people that grew up together and have, in some ways, forgotten who they are apart. Do you really think that cupping my breast is going to solve the issue here?
It's worked before.
It's possible for a working woman to have an early midlife crisis and go batty.
No! No! Flor, never do fetch to chum.
The nice term would be zany.
I'm not mad.
The bad term would be neurotic.
No fetch. And no, never do fetch with this dog.
And she's wrestling with her demons with no malevolence.
Thank you.
Deb!
What?
You love me! I don't even know exactly how it happened, but I remember seeing Jim writing this movie. We're in the same neighborhood, and I saw Jim walking down the street, kind of thinking harder than most people do when they're walking down the street. And he said he was writing a movie, and he looked at me a little extra long, and I was like, maybe he's writing this movie with me in mind, who knows? And I guess he was.
And action. Are we ever gonna stop?
Tried to cast him for a small part when he was on Saturday Night Live, and he came in the office then, and it was just, you wanted that quality. You wanted the guy's quality.
The minute you meet him, he'll figure out a way to make you laugh. And I'll use them on him sometimes, and he's like, I remember that one. Don't use my jokes.
Jim a lot of times thinks I'm close to being this guy, and I don't know if I'm worthy of that, but I hope one day to be as cool as John Clasky.
Left.
I never worked with somebody like Téa before.
Left.
I never worked with a beautiful woman who could do physical comedy. She can have a Lucy quality to her work. And, she's able to do this, so we just play with her a little bit.
When we began filming, I really began to wonder if I had enough in me for it.
Action.
Look, we're wearing the same sweater. That's good boogaboo. The ability to play both the humor, sometimes even physical humor, against what is a very touching story.
Oh!
There's so much tension in my body in this character.
No. You had fun, I swear.
It's like last night I went home and I went, okay, good.
Yeah, hi. We're here for the interview with Mrs. Clasky.
The movie talks about a very specific journey that many, many Mexicans do to this country. And the view that Jim wants to take on this comes from the heart.
My experience was very similar to Flor.
I quit this job.
I quit this job!
Because it's when I arrived to LA, I didn't speak English, nothing. And all the time, I laugh and that's it. Laugh and say yes, but I didn't understand nothing.
My mother wishes for me to represent exactly what she says, nothing else.
In the research, it happens so often where the young girls knew English and their mothers did not, and they had to translate for their parents. And when you translate for your parent, the dynamic gets twisted.
Did you give this money to my daughter? They had given me a couple scenes to learn, of course, and I learned them all. And when I got in there, they said only choose one, and I chose the hardest one.
I had no idea it was going to amount to that much money. I thought sort of tops $50.
Yo no sabía que iba a ser. I got the call back, and I got to meet Jim. It was just the most amazing experience ever. That I could get so far.
$50 es mucho dinero.
But $50 is a lot of money.
Where do you see this kid act?
I know.
Yo sé.
Oh, shit!
Ay, mierda.
The kid has to speak 2 languages flawlessly. She changes alter egos to be like Adam at one point, to be like her mother at the other point, and she just came in and did it.
Listen to your mother. She knows it all.
¿Qué? Nada.
Flor! He's a magician. He has a turn of mind that's not like ours. It's different. And he directs with the context of things, not with the plot, but the things around it.
He's always pushing me to go farther with it. Like, for this one scene, I had to scream, and he was just telling me to, like, hold the scream out really, really long. But then I did it, and it was so much funnier. All these other things came out with me doing with my body, and it's just like, I didn't even know I could do that.
Okay, let's go.
He'll give you one word to a scene added, beyond.
You want us to do that?
No. I want you to think that's going to happen.
And in that one moment, the whole character seems to be revealed for a moment.
Sometimes he'll say something and you know that he's been thinking about it for like 40 minutes. So you're getting there 40 minutes late, but he just throws it at you and you have to figure out where he's coming from and then get to the idea that he's trying to communicate.
Yeah, that's good. 4, and then you know, go 5. Shovels don't push like hands.
Like it?
No, I hate to dance.
There's no way. If he just wants to let something happen, and you just hope that when he gets back there and they say action, that you just throw it up in the air and it'll land in some wonderful way,
Flor.
The very first days that I was working, I kept thinking, what's gonna happen to the sound? Are we gonna dub the whole movie? Because I hear him laughing. He's like in the other room, but I hear him laughing. It's almost, in a way, like doing theater. You have the immediate response of whether you're doing it right or wrong.
Flor!
And if he's laughing out loud, he's with you.
Okay. Oh, I totally see Deborah in him. I hope he'll say that. I think if you see Jim as an artist, as a director and writer, you see that struggle. He's his own critic. His greatest, fiercest competitor is himself.
The whole idea is to kid yourself into believing it's not personal. These things aren't meant to be diaries or mirrors. So, yeah, you use everything you have and everything you can learn.
Hi.
You work here? You gonna help out with the house and the kids?
Solo español.
I don't speak Spanish,
You work here and you don't speak any English at all.
and Paz doesn't speak English.
All she has to do is dial 911 and press 2 for Spanish.
And she's almost in every scene. So we had this great woman translating between us.
And then he starts talking about his dog. You have to be really alert because when you think you already went and spoke to the actress, you suddenly realize he's back again because he had another idea.
You think of something to say to Paz, you say, hey Paz, hang on, where's Dolores? And then Dolores comes over and you say, hey Dolores, tell her this. And by the time it gets to Paz, it's no longer funny.
It's about not being able to find the words to get it across, you know?
Every now and then I wonder if Dolores isn't just saying to Paz, fine, it's good. You know?
I talk, people don't understand me in English. I mean, I talk fast, I get excited.
Okay, perfect.
And so poor Dolores.
Great for me.
Dolores is absolutely fabulous, I think. And I think Paz is very perceptive and is very keen on taking it and making it her own.
It's also, of course, the movie has so much to do with where the cultures meet and where they can never meet. And one of the places they can meet, where it meets with these two people, is about your kids.
Are we ever gonna stop?
I had a copy line for this picture that I fully believe is that decency can be sexy, and I think that's what happens between the Adam Sandler character and the Paz Vega character.
I make too much of this, right?
No, you have a right to worry about this. This is the job. These are the decisions. Worrying about your children is sanity. And being that sane can drive you nuts.
A huge part of what the movie's about is being a good parent. And that's what my character is intrigued with Paz's character, is that she dedicates her life to her kid. And I get why that's so admirable.
Okay.
I think Spanglish, or the idea that these different cultures coming together, is certainly thematic. But it's almost the tip of the iceberg. I feel like Jim is very much illustrating how close and yet so far we are.
I'm gonna show you love in every language. I'm gonna speak the words.
You just care so much, and it's so deeply human. It's so human.
Be happy.
Sometimes you cry, and suddenly you laugh.
I think the movie recognizes that it is impossible to imagine something being more important in life than raising your kids. If your kids are in trouble, your life's no good. If your kids are doing good, you can breathe.